The Yale University on Friday, July 30, 2021, conferred an award on former President John Agyekum Kufuor in recognition for the introduction of the Ghana Research Scholars Program under his tenure as the President of the Republic of Ghana in conjunction with the Yale University and for facilitating research exchanges and improving health in sub-Saharan Africa. Mr. Elijah Painter, Professor of Pediatrics, Pharmacology, Public Health and Management at Yale University, who also doubles as the Chief of Pediatric Infectious Diseases and Global Health at Yale School of Medicine, presented a citation on behalf of the Yale University. In an interview with the media, Mr. Elijah Painter mentioned that President Agyekum Kufuor extended his support to help train people every summer to become scientists.
I has just finished my postdoctoral training and I was a new faculty at Yale University. And one thing that I learned from Yale is the fact that people took science serious and everybody was doing. So I decided to come home and form partnership with Noguchi Research Institute in Ghana. And when we came, we had a really good reception from the then director, Professor Oforeje, and the deputy director, Professor Wilson, that relationship would go on so that we can train people who want to be scientists, give them exposure to Yale, and it could be anywhere, but Yale has a very special way of training people, helping you to ask questions. And then the next step was, how can we afford to send people to Yale every summer? And we were scratching our heads because we didn't have the funding for that. And we were told that you probably could go ask the then president of Ghana, President Kufuor, about if he could be of help. And I remember saying, President Kufuor, I was in a different lane, not wanting to go to the president. But we were encouraged, so we went to the president, and he responded immediately. And I think we went off budget cycle. So he said he couldn't even put it on the budget, but he will start us off with his own personal money. And he issued us a check for $50,000 US. So that was the birth of the program. And through that, we've been able, since 2007, send 3 to 5 Ghanaian young scientists to come to Yale to have intensive mentored research. And we've had a lot of success. One of the scientists who came to, or trainees who is now at Noguchi, actually discovered a herbal medicine from Ghana that can be used to treat HIV and malaria. Right. And we have a patent, Yale-Noguchi joint patent. And through this program, we've also had a lot of federal, the US government funding and support. So if President Kufuor did not start us, we wouldn't have been anywhere. And that's exactly why we are so glad, and we wanted to come today to celebrate him, his vision. And he was selfless. I mean, I don't know how many people would have told us that, oh, come back next year. He said the budget is already gone, but take this to start. And we are now 14 years and running, and we will still keep going. And we are now even transitioning, putting people in our step who would continue after we have gone.
He added that through the Yale-Noguchi Joint Patent Program, there has been a lot of federal and U.S. government funding and support, hence the need to celebrate the ex-president's vision for his selfless leadership.
My vision one day is not to call it Ghana Research Scholars Program, but actually, with the permission of the former president, actually call it the Kufuor Scholars. I mean, I think that is what needs to be done. Really paint a picture to Africa that we have within ourselves resources that we can use to support each other. We don't need to wait for the global north. And that is what actually entices a president of Yale, that the first dollar amount did not come from Yale, it came from Ghana to support this program. And I just want to sell it to all of us fellow Ghanaians that we have within us what it takes to develop, and let us do that. And let us be as selfless as our former president. Thank you.
On his part, the ex-president, His Excellency John Agyekum Kufuor, expressed his profound gratitude to the Yale University for the honor done him. Touching on the current state of the country, he indicated that Ghana isn't doing bad and encouraged its citizens to come to terms with the concept of public-private partnership initiative.
One, and I'm being sincere with you, I didn't expect this today. I didn't know there was this very big news around the corner coming to me. So I'm sincerely overwhelmed. But two, I would tell you, I'm sure you might remember that I've had occasion to tell it to some newsman or news people that I went into politics as a missionary. Missionary because through politics, you go in with the right mindset or purpose. You go to serve and also to contribute to transform the lives of your nation, of mankind. Unfortunately, these days, when you hear the word politics in many quarters, the next thing that comes around is crookedness or something. But I tell you, and I'm a student of history, go way back in history, the changes that have come in the world, I'm talking of the positive changes, invariably come through political leadership. So when eventually I got the chance to become president of Ghana, and incidentally my side of the political divide, I'm a Democrat, and I subscribe to multi-party democracy. Unfortunately, my side hadn't had much opportunity to let our nation see the vision and the value systems that I would say propelled the founders of the tradition to launch the tradition into party politics. I can claim that perhaps the elders were there, the founders were there, the doyens, but in practical terms, I was the first person to have been given the chance to take leadership into government, especially in the Fourth Republican Constitution. And I was privileged to have 2 terms. If you would remember, some of the things I said before I assumed office, that we were going to usher in the golden age of business. People might think business, greed, grafts. No. I believe you create the wealth. So with the wealth, you support good causes that would work totally to transform for the betterment of all. I believe in mankind, humanity. My mentor in politics taught me that we should each feel like our brother's keeper. Do unto others as you would they do unto you in politics. So when I got that opportunity, It wasn't like tribe or money or religion. To me, all those things are secondary to mankind, to humanity. You get the opportunity, use it to improve the lot of people. As I said earlier, when welcoming Prof and the visitors, I said I really didn't even remember what I did then. It comes naturally as a missionary. And so I did it, but of course, given my background, I had some of the best opportunities in terms of education, Oxford University, Lincoln's Inn in London. Ms. Bosio is a lawyer, she'll tell you. These institutions are centuries old. And they've been institutions that have produced some remarkable historic persons in all fields of human endeavor. And of course, with that background, and with what I've seen, and I've traveled around the world a lot, I know of, when you talk Yale University, in the field of education and human grooming, such an idea comes up. And I'm constrained because governments work through budgets normally. So I couldn't help, say, like instructing Minister of Finance, make sure allocation like that in your budget. And I have the means. I would give without thinking twice. So if I gave, and I've been reminded I did, I thank God that I did it, and it convinces me that when I describe myself as a missionary, I'm being sincere with myself. I didn't do it to please anybody. I didn't do it to win support or votes or anything. I did it because I knew if Yale would do this with an institution from Ghana, train our people, and look at him, professor of Yale, in all the many fields he's told us about. And incidentally, look at him too. Sickle cells, he's a global leader, he's a Ghanaian. In many fields, Ghanaians are excelling. So if there's anything we can do to produce more and more of such people, I would.
Ex-President John Agyekum Kufuor further urged the state to create space for individuals who are capable of assisting to contribute their quota to enlarge its benefits for all.
Well, the state is not doing badly. After all, it's the state that has launched this program of free SHS. Very likely some of the products from this policy might also come to emulate these great men and women, of course. See that, the lady sitting there. Did you hear her? That's product of her instruction. The state is doing it, but it's high time we accepted the concept of public-private partnerships. The state, what is the state? State is made up of individuals. So in Ghana now, everything state, and we forget that the individuals might do it. I would rather urge the state to create the space for the individuals that can do it to also do it, so they all contribute and work with the state to enlarge the benefits for all of our people and even beyond. Because Ghana truly is like destined to show leadership to the continent of Africa. So policy is there, all right, but within the system of governments are constrained. You have to work with budgets. You just don't go in there. Just because I believe this, the idea of partnership between Ghana and Yale would be good. Even where the budget is not there, you dip your hand into the state exchequer. That shouldn't be. But when the state empowers the people at large and works with the people, I tell you, the state will do its bit and the people too will do their bit, and together we get the results.